Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. The video clips we'll look at today are from just a few years back and will once again show part of who Hank Kunneman really is. But if you aren't familiar with Hank, he's one of the failed Trump prophets. He's also a false prophet that says God hates it when we call out false teachers. He supports and promotes Kat Kerr as a prophetic woman of God. Anybody supporting or working with Kat Kerr is automatically on the mark and avoid list because it shows they have no discernment and they support the devil lying through these storytellers. And yes, he's also a storyteller with his many angel encounters. His wife also promotes the unbiblical idea of declaring and decreeing things in God's name. And as we showed in our last video, he's money hungry and even guilts people into paying back a loan he personally took out. And if it's possible, today's examples are even worse.
Are you ready? So I found this land that's acres upon acres of land, and it's already developed. We could step right in today and I could put a tent up right now. I approached this guy and he was real interested in the deal, but somebody else came along. And I knew it the minute I kind of hinted about it, that the devil was going to try to steal it, because that's what he does. And here's the deal. The asking price for the land, are you ready? They want $3 million for it. $3 million. But he's got financing, so he really doesn't have a cash deal. So you know what I want to do? I want to do something. If Shiloh means the extravagant gift of God, I want an extravagant offering, and I want to walk into that man and into his real estate agent, and I want to put it right down on the table and say, here's $3 million. I'm serious.
So Shiloh means an extravagant gift of God. So Hank's going to ask for an extravagant offering so he can buy $3 million of land? Interesting.
I'm serious. Let me just tell you, it's when I say acres upon acres, you're talking hundreds something.
Yeah, it's over 100.
Oh yeah, it's over 100 and some acres. It's big.
But why do you need so much land?
And there is enough trees and trails and places to pray and bring our kids and raise up a generation and not let China take our land and
Or maybe it's another Jonestown-ish kind of situation where you can continue your own little cult living away from the real world. Just a thought.
And I'm going to tell you this. This is the part that upsets me, and I want you to hear me because I feel the vengeance of God. When I found out who the company that wants to buy this land, it would go against everything that we are standing here for. And I said to the devil, you sure picked a nasty one. He did. And I said, how dare you? I am going to cut your head off, and I am going to steal this deal for God.
So Christian Sopranos gangster is going to tell the devil off real good. Whereas Michael the Archangel said, the Lord rebuke you. But then again, Michael was just, a little old archangel. Nothing like super prophet Hank Kunneman. And we haven't even gotten to the worst part of this fiasco. So let's watch the follow-up video.
So we began, Christy had found this one property that we looked at, and last week we fought very, very hard for it. It was to the point on Labor Day, last Monday, I was spending most of the day praying in tongues, and I couldn't get it out of my spirit. Well, we contacted, and they needed $3 million. They needed it now. They wanted it now. They wanted a fast closing. Well, there are important things. We have experts. Okay, I have an expert board, but I also have experts that are part of brokerage. They do this all the time. We've been in relationship with them 27 years. They're part of the lung company. They know what they're doing. I trust them. They wouldn't let us make a bad decision.
Well, this is kind of a no-win here for Hank. If you were told by the Lord to buy this land, then you should be confident in continuing because if God said it, then God will back it. But if you were just making another personal decision to buy this land, then why are you asking for this extravagant offering to have your congregation pay for your desires?
They wouldn't let us make a bad decision. Well, here's the thing. I am always, as a pastor, I always present things to the board. I always go through my advisory council, okay? And anything that's rushed and you're not allowed to do due diligence because it's rushed is not a good deal. And I didn't like the feel of that. And that's why I couldn't shake it out of my spirit. So we'll just see what God does. But in the meantime, we have options that are better. And we said we would start a land fund, and that's what we did. So you ready?
So did God tell you to do that too? Did God change his mind about the original 3 million hundreds of acres of land? Or is this just another decision he's making in regards to his personal dreams and using his congregation's money?
And we said we would start a land fund, and that's what we did. So you ready? I'm just so excited to tell you how well you did. This is like a record. Are you ready? $1,300,000 came in 1 week. Now we got a war chest, and I'm telling you, when you have a war chest like this, you know what? Can we believe God for 2 million? Yes. Let's believe for 2 million. So keep giving, and I tell you, because it'll put us in a better position, because I am going to get as much acres upon acres upon acres of land that I can.
These people are all about the mighty dollar, and it really does seem to be a personal goal of his, not a godly one. And this just adds to all the other unbiblical things we shared about Hank at the start. I just feel sorry for the people that are really believing this phony and giving him hundreds of thousands of their hard-earned dollars to support this guy's personal goals. Anyhow, if there weren't already enough reasons not to follow Hank, here's another one. But we're going to leave it here for today, so leave your comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.